Absolutely. Whoa. It's only been a couple of weeks, and this is something. So I'm going to ask some questions, and I'm looking for a bit of an education because I'm not clear. I'm not clear as to what's happening. So I'm going to need some crowd participation. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is Painful Excellence Podcast. And this is turning out to be pretty painful, ain't it? Let's do this roll call real quick. I got questions. 704 Joe, Todd Swindle, Boxing Theologian. What up? Rod Neal, I'm sorry. I'm reading and I'm typing. I'm doing 1,000 things at once right now. Had to push the show back a half hour because of my new work schedule, but we here. Phenomenal Mexican, Shogun, Eric Jordan, my brother, salute. Manda, Mansa, Musa, salute. Tay, what's going on? Night Train. I rock my brother. Absolutely. Drop your GoFundMe so I can pin it, brother. Stormy B-Man, salute. Young Deezy, salute. What's going on? Jeff Spark in the building. What's going on? The Village brother, Angel Diaz, Mr. J Dub. All right, let's talk about it. Mr. Shelton, what's good? All right, last time I did a stream, all I was talking about was this was the Pop the Balloon guy. And it was a show. And he entertained, and that's how I took it. It was entertaining. It was funny. Chicks were clapping at him, and he clapped back. And like I said, man, I came up with dudes like that. You know what I mean? They just had something smart to say. Teach, what's going on? Todd Swindle, salute, man. And I was just on some, this is hilarious, bro. That's how I took it. So we watched the show. We pointed out some things. Frank from the land, salute. Smash the like button, share the video, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't boxing talk this evening right here. This is adult conversations of real life situations. So Salty Balls in the building. Salute, man. Hell yeah. And maybe you can help me with this because this has gotten out of control, hasn't it? Holy smokes, this has gotten out of control. Salute to the brother Salty Balls in the building. So, I'm asking, why is there an attack on Aaron Sloan? Because I really don't get it. Now, when I reviewed it, all I reviewed was the show. I didn't tell him, you know what, let's do that. Derek Gay is the legend in the building. That's for our brother Salty Balls. That's for the brother Salty Balls. I'm not letting nobody else on. Unless you're family and you got something to add. Because I don't know I'm not clear. And it seems that they're dragging his brother. I don't know what his I guess criminal past has to do with anything. I'm not sure. I think what happened was, there you go. Good brother, what's going on? My Cheesemo TV network, man. What's going on, good brother?
Oh, salute, Pep Talk, man. What's happening, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm gonna need help with this, man, because I've been in and out. I've been handling a lot of business, a lot of personal stuff. Last thing I knew was I reviewed the show, the actual show, and all I saw was a dude being entertaining, and he was going back and forth with some women. And the next thing we hear is that the sisterhood got together and they got him removed from his employment And I said, man, that's not right. So I spoke about that. And since then, you know, the whole thing with MTR and the Queen Accountability, she started digging up some stuff. And next thing you know, we find out this guy has cases, you know, he's a criminal, and then they start dragging this man. So I'm just trying to figure out, how the hell did we get here? I was talking about the show. How did we get here?
So
help me out.
So all this is just simply speculation and an opinion.
Okay.
So take what I say as a grain of salt here. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna caution you all. None of this is fact. This is all rumor and speculation. All of what you hear is a recreation of events, you know, possibly. All right. So here's the thing. The first issue was, are you a plumber and did you get fired for you to even get the money that you got at the GoFundMe? Mm-hmm. Right? He was indeed a plumber. Okay.
So he's a plumber.
Yeah.
He's definitely a plumber. Okay.
Yeah. And he did present his license. Okay. He rebutted that. Okay. Right. And so the sort of, you know, sanctimonious display of asking a man questions about his employment, right? Okay. He said on air that he was negotiating something. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's a possibility that he could have been fired, but we don't know the circumstances as to whether or not there is some sort of NDA or settlement or some sort of, you know, gag in place to where, you know, he's not able to speak on that. If somebody says to you, I'm going to give you $50,000 for, you know, severance versus this $15,000, that's, you know, what you going to take? You're going to take what you got. And do you really owe the internet an explanation like that? You
not at all. Not at all.
No, not at all. I mean, he should have been fired is just enough. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, he answered that. So since people could not accept that they were wrong and roll it back, you already had all this speculation, all this interest and stuff like that. You know, there could have been a multitude of motives as to why people did what they did, okay? One of those content creators had been recently mentioned on a list, you know, of male supremacy, if we can remember, right?
Yeah.
So there could be, you know, some sort of motive to kind of dial things back, right?
Ooh.
They're all, you know, to dial things back as if they're presenting themselves to be fair and balanced, right?
Oh, boy.
Okay. You got the other side of it, who's being opportunist, where you see people who would normally be in the chat together, like the one Kristen Carolson, Pink Pill, and all those other people, Yanni's people, all in the chat, right?
Boy.
So when you look at the circumstances, we all have skeletons in the closet. I'm going to present to you this, okay? Mm-hmm. Any sort of rebuttal that this man has tried to do on the internet, they've kind of flagged this channel to do so, okay? Mm-hmm. So he rebutted one of his exes, like, hey, you actually have a cease and desist from my lawyer. I sent you this back in May. He actually presented evidence on kites that he did do humanitarian work. Okay. Mm-hmm. One of those pictures they say, oh, it was his brother, but it hasn't stopped from all the other humanitarian work which he did show evidence for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Right? Where there was two ladies who he fixed their sinks, okay, for free. There was an advertisement that he sent out 7 weeks before actually, any of this is coming up. You know, he showed an advertisement of humanitarian work. And not everybody's going to go through a nonprofit and stuff like that. I mean, when you feed somebody who's homeless or give a brother change on the street, are you going to, bust out with your lens and say, look at what I'm doing?
No, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then stuff goes real left on that panel where there were three individuals, three ladies who basically has something to do with him. And then eventually his baby mom, in which paternity is still contested. They dug up his old criminal record, in which he did say, hey, I do have a past. It wasn't like he didn't lie about that.
Right.
Okay. And then there's the 3-panel where you have one of those people actually points to saying that she was SA'd. Okay.
Really?
Yes. It's gotten that deep. It's gotten that deep.
How did we get all the way over here from the game show?
If we got over here is because people could not be wrong. And people wanted to use that as an opportunity to smear his name to distract from the fact that, they were wrong. Okay. Now, one of those people said that they were SA'd. And my thing is, if you really cared about the victims or what really happened, or if there's some sort of pending issue or anything like that, you would actually defer them to the police rather than, clicks and views and that stuff like that. And if it actually did happen, you might have actually done more harm to the victims by having them in a recorded air public broadcast that could potentially be used as evidence in a case.
Yes.
Where real justice can't be had. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there's accusations of that, but those accusations, here's the funny thing, only came after he filed a police report against the accuser saying that she stole money from him in a hotel.
Oh, wow.
It is very, very complex. It is extremely complex, man.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you see your chat? Your chat is like facts. You see what I'm saying?
Yo.
Ask him about it. Yes, indeed.
So it seems with the combination. Oh man, here we go, y'all. Now, Salty Balls, I do boxing in the morning, and there's a big situation with this Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney thing. And one of the major things the major problems we have amongst the black boxing channels is that there's a lot of buck dancing and cooning going on. And one of the things that we say is that a lot of these guys, once it was proven that Ryan is a cheater to the point where he's been suspended for 1 year, should have been more. We have content creators that are what we call wrong and strong. And I'm real big on admitting when you're at fault, because admit, man, I was wrong about that, and move on. Because when you try and say, okay, I was wrong about that, but what about this, and that, it's very childish. And now, this is the question that I was asking this evening is, now it seems like it's an attack on Aaron Sloan, an all-out attack. And I'm trying to figure out, why does it have to be that way? Now, you mentioned, look, it's already a mess, so it's okay to say names here. MTR, who I've been following for a couple of years now. I'm really I believe after when Kevin Samuels passed, it became imperative that the male channels, we formed a united front to combat the idiocy. And no, I'm not talking about an attack on women. I'm not saying that. When I say combat idiocy, that's what I mean. Like they just the stupid stuff. And we should have formed a united front, everybody. But that's in a perfect world. There's more people fighting amongst each other now than ever. And I'm looking at this situation, and I stepped away from it. I've been gone for a few days because I was handling some family business. But I was just watching this on the outside, and I'm like, okay, how the hell did we get from the Pop the Balloon guy to now we're digging up his criminal career? And it seems, based off of what you told me, it seems that some of these creators, they just don't know when to just say, all right, you know what, I'm not going to touch this thing. And the sisterhood went down with Brickface until the final ship sunk. Even some of those simps went down with, even that dude with the long hair on TikTok. He went down until it really affected his bottom line. I'm talking about finances on TikTok, and he just went down with it until the final hour. He just apologized. And the sisterhood, some sisters are still standing in the pocket for the Brickface lady. And now we're here with this. What is the brotherhood gonna do? Is this guy flawed based off the evidence? He does has a criminal record, but he never said he didn't. I want to know how the hell why is all of this coming up? Is it coming up because he asked for the GoFundMe, and then next thing you know, they go on social media and they see him making it rain in a club, and people are like, well, you know, what are you doing with that money? My thing was, look, if you ask for a GoFundMe and you contributed it, I mean, whether he makes it rain in a club, buys a motorcycle, or makes a few mortgage payments, that's his business. You donated to his cause. You understand? Go ahead.
I would say even that is a sort of false narrative, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm a ardent follower of Dennis Sperling.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I know. Uncle D. Yes.
Yeah, Uncle D. And you know, remember, he encouraged us to go on ahead and support this brother, right? Uh-huh. Now, when he first had his GoFundMe, it was like maybe $500. And, you know, if anybody has ever used GoFundMe, you have these sort of preset goals and increments. You could start off asking for 100, and then once it meets 100, it may go to 500, it may go to 1,000, so forth, so forth. It wasn't like he was actually shifting anything. Right. He actually just moved along, okay? Now, he didn't create GoFundMe because, you know, he wanted to. People asked, like, hey, man, I feel bad about that situation. Why don't you create one? And so that was a venue by which, you know, brothers can support him. And Uncle D is like, hey, man, you know what? The sisterhood did this. We need to actually do a sort of exhibition of force and actually show that we actually support our brothers.
Right.
Okay. And brothers actually donated and looked out for him, you know? Right. And so it's like, now he got all this money. Now he already said before the sort of birthday thing, you know, him actually going in the club, that he was gonna celebrate his birthday. He already posted that even before the real GoFundMe thing. You know what I mean? Like, only that man knows his birthday is like, you know, June 24th or whatever the case may be, right? We didn't know what his plans was and stuff like that. He was going to a Rick Ross concert and stuff like that. He made it rain. That's his birthday or whatever. Guess what? He can't even get the GoFundMe money right now because they had frozen it days before he could even go to the club, right? So
that wasn't the GoFundMe money he was using.
No.
Wow.
No.
Whoa. You know, people were saying that was a GoFundMe money?
No.
Wow.
If you were to Summer Jam screen that GoFundMe right now, you will see that it's still going on, and you will see that the money is still there. It's just frozen.
Oh, shoot. What?
Yep.
Oh, you let them tell it. He got the GoFundMe money and he was making it rain. That's what, because I've been out the loop for about a week.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is an attack.
Yep.
And it's turned into an organized attack. Now, okay, take me to where I did listen to MTR's response video today. It was uploaded about maybe 3 hours ago. I did listen to it in its entirety. he's stepping away from it. And I read the comment section, and let me say this. Y'all know I don't like beefing online. Y'all know me. I don't like that, especially amongst black content creators. Y'all know I don't like that. I'm reading what people are saying. Well, let me read what Main Biker just said. They didn't freeze Brick Chick. They did not. They damn sure didn't. They damn sure didn't freeze her shit.
Nope.
She was spending that money. She was in Jamaica with that money. She was in Jamaica with that money.
And twerking.
Yes. Oh my God. They froze it. It's just sitting there. And he didn't do nothing wrong. And now we got people talking about he a criminal. You got women talking about they press different women that don't know each other press charges on him and stuff. And I'm like, hold on, what does this have to do with him getting fired from his job? And then they're saying he wasn't a plumber. Now he's proving he's a plumber. This is an organized attack. Now back to MTR. I'm a subscriber. I love his content. Yeah, I support him. A lot of people are mad at him. Now he's backing away from the stuff, but the queen of accountability, she came through. And if y'all don't know, she came through I guess her thing is when people do things like that, like Brickface Lady, she went hard on her, and she's the one that got the ball rolling with that stuff. So in that aspect, we appreciate it. So I guess she's consistent, when people pop up with this GoFundMe stuff or for tragedy or whatever. So she did what she does. And she was the one that came back with this information and basically called him a liar. MTR was saying that he was asking for certain things from Aaron Sloan. And he was kind of like Fugazi with providing the information. But like Sal T. Ball said, you never know. One day you can get fired. The next day they could be like, you know what, this will be bad for us. Let's call him back and settle for like 50 racks. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I'm gonna settle for 50 racks. And the trade-off is you can't mention this shit anymore. I've seen things like that. If you take this money, the trade-off is you can't be on no podcast talking about we settled and everything, because we're doing this to preserve our name. We overreacted, but we're going to cut you a check. Now, MTR, take me through what MTR did and why people are so pissed with him right now. Some people.
And I'm going to tell you this, okay? For people who've been following both sides and the full extent of the situation, okay? And here's the challenge with exposure content. And I'm not going to name any names, okay? Unless you're an expert in that field, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay? Because facts are facts, right? And people like to use that sort of buzzword. They're facts, right? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing about facts. And let me give you an example about facts, okay? When I was a little kid, and it was Saturday morning, and I seen my grandma pull up with eggs, flour, and milk. Those are the facts as they stand. Because in my mind, she's going to make what?
Breakfast.
Breakfast, right?
Yep.
So Otis, my grandfather, ain't really his name, but you know the type.
Yeah.
What you think he's thinking? Oh, maybe she's going to fry up some chicken later. I'm about to get the big piece.
Right.
You following me? Right?
I got you.
So facts don't stand alone. They're subjected to interpretation. And if you interpret it with a level of bias and you only are looking to confirm your own hypothesis, then you're flawed. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if you already have in your mind the visuals, this guy got tattoos. He has a criminal history. GoFundMe and him making it rain, and you out on all of the details and you really don't pay attention to those subtle details and things like that, you're not able to see it as sort of alternative, right?
Gotcha.
And then you got to combine that with, you know, people who already see a black man from the show using language that they feel is associated with the black manosphere. You don't qualify, right? That's in the lexicon. We got to think about that, right? That's triggering, right?
Yeah.
Who said, what was the most famous person that says you don't qualify, honey? Who would say that every night after 2 years? You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Trigger. Oh, hell no. They out here acting like this now? Are you putting all this together?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Oh no, they actually doing this? Oh no. Right? So now I didn't ask, is he even a plumber? Right? You do your little investigation. Well, if I can't find it, then it doesn't exist. No, because that was a statement there. If I can't find it, then it doesn't exist. Let me ask you this, Pep Talk. How many times have you checked your credit report? There was some shit on there. Oh, excuse my language.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I know where you're going, bro. Oh yes. Man, I remember like 10 years ago, I looked at I needed a certain credit score to get a loan. Right?
Yeah.
And I sat down and there were 5 things on there that I know for a fact I took care of. And I'm like, what is this? And had I not looked at it, long story short, I took care of it and my score jumped up damn near 80 points.
Exactly. Okay, so
I don't know why it was there. I'm like, why is this there? This is paid off. I keep receipt. I keep everything.
Exactly. So that's the assumption that the database you're working with doesn't have any flaws, or that you looked in the right states, or that you have access to even. Are you following me? Because if that's not your profession and you're a layman, would you say fact finder? Mm-hmm. And you don't have all the tools some sort of private eye would have, then you open yourself up to liability, right?
Yes.
And believe it or not, because of this, and we're all going to see in the next couple of months or so, these sorts of methods may even compromise that brick face case. Believe it or not.
Boy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Boy.
Because we're content creators, right? Unless that's your specialty, right? Unless you've been specifically trained in that or licensed in that, you probably shouldn't do it. Because you can open up not just, wrong stuff where there's, defamation, but also prying when you don't have any business to do so. You're not the media and you're not an investigative body to do so. This is why there's due process. Remember, lawyers argue the facts, the same set of facts. That's why they look at the same evidence.
That's right.
Right? And so if you really want to make somebody look bad with a bunch of clips in a very non-linear way to say triggering things to people without really looking at all the other possibilities, the timelines, what the other side is saying, then guess what? You'll be very, very misinformed, And I encourage people, I really do. Go to Kites, see what they got to say. Go to Aaron's Instagram, see what he has to say, right? Go to these other sites. Now, here's the thing. I think after a while it was kind of like, okay, I'm wrong about this. And instead of acknowledging, hey, I'm wrong, and that he does have a license, and that there's a strong possibility that he did work for somebody, there's a possibility that he did do humanitarian work, then I'm just going to move on to the next thing. Let's go ahead and dig further. Anybody know this, man? I'm not going to lie. If anybody were to ask combined out of all them content creators, from O'Shea to MTR to the Queen to Yanni and all the rest of them people, Abba and Preach, well, maybe even not even 3 million. I would say maybe more like 5 million combined. Hey, any of you all know this person? or exes, I'm sure you can find some bad shit about me. And I'm not talking about, nothing egregious, but that motherfucker cheated. You goddamn right I did. I was like 24 years old. Not like that, but
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. I don't know in total the male content creators, but let me use the big names. O'Shea, MTR, Abba and Preach. I don't know who said, well, I know, look, all right. Would you say the ones that talk down on Aaron, would you say were they holding black men accountable, or were they off code, in your opinion?
They were off code in the motivations. It was a perfect storm of motivations. Okay. So one motivation by MTR, in my assessment, could be, hey, like, I have these folks on me, so let me look a little more fair and balanced. All right. And I can't, back down because I've already, already got, the plumber in the corner, right? Based on that interview, and he's slipping and stuff, which could be it doesn't mean that he's lying. Maybe he's trying to be polite about saying, I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I would have straight said, what is it to you? Why are you asking that? That's irrelevant. You understand what I'm saying? I would have, if it was me, right? Yeah. And then, because remember, MTR asked him to be there. He asked him to be there.
He was talking about the show, and I saw 2 videos he did, and he mentioned on it that he reached out to him 2 times, and eventually he spoke to him. I said, okay, make MTR moves the needle a bit, maybe he can help the brother out. And then MTR started talking about he was being a little fugazi with his information, but not in a sense where, he was saying, maybe he's involved in litigation with the company that fired him or whatever. He was making it, to me, it seemed like he was questioning that man's integrity off the bat. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, there was a bias. And then you got to also combine that with, exposure content. We all know who she is, right? So I have to keep this reputation of always being right and thorough, because I set a high standard for myself. So this person can't be wrong. I have the receipts. I have the tea, right? Almost like the whole Tasha K thing. And we all know how that went. Yeah.
And that ended up ugly. She's going to be paying for the rest of her life. Now, for those of you that forgot, I did talk about how these male spaces, they made up a phrase. If you move the needle a certain way, they made up a phrase called male supremacists. And I told y'all, Homeland Security made a list, and MTR's on that list pretty high. And Smoke and Talk, salute. And they on the list, he's on the list. And they even talked about the amount of money he made and how many subs he gets. And we don't know if that list is going to cost people. It's gonna cost them money. We don't know. But the fact that there's a list on a site, and I showed y'all this, sponsored by Homeland Security, and they're putting the term supremacist behind that. That could be nerve-wracking. Let me ask you a question. There's a lot of people on that list. When I talk about a code, that fella that's on that channel, Tribe of Men, I'm also subscribed to him. He's pretty brilliant. The white guy with the glasses and the beard.
Oh yeah.
He's pretty brilliant, and he's on. Listen, it's just refreshing to know that what men are going through worldwide, it's not only a black thing, y'all, because he talks about the same thing. He made the list. In my Chris Jericho voice, you made the list. He made the list. He made the list, and he's pretty high on the list too. In fact, YouTube, they asked his monetization a couple of times. He had to fight them to get it back, and that's why he's on. He's also on Rumble too. You know, so my question is, I haven't been by his channel because they take him out of my algorithm every month, and I have to go find him. Did he speak on this at all? From the game show to all of the legal things? Does anybody know? Because I don't know.
He did maybe one time. I actually sent him. I emailed him a sort of what you call a sort of debunking that we did over at Machismo TV Network in collaboration with Tito.
Yeah.
You know, we did it together. As far as, you know, how you had this university professor for his dissertation.
Mm-hmm.
He already had some biases. We outlined all the biases. He came up with a 15-item survey in which, based on that survey, you could be determined to be a male supremacist. Now, here's the problem with that survey that he created. Anybody knows about the scientific method knows that you have to replicate things the same way it was done in the laboratory. So if you created a survey in which you asked university undergrads, or you asked, you know, more of the general population of people about their attitudes and their behaviors, you would ask the same way. So the question is, if MTR didn't fill out the survey, if Rollo Tomasi didn't fill out the survey, or, you know, Tribe of Men, or who else? Stephen Scholes is on there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like, if none of them actually filled it out themselves, then the question is, who was the observer that filled it out? Right?
Shit.
And then the other question is, okay, well, if you have this sort of list that you got, we also found that the report that was written by the organization that was subcontracted with the Department of Homeland Security used AI to write the report.
Stop it.
I'm dead serious.
Stop.
That was actually covered in my broadcast.
Oh,
to the teal of about 75%, written by a non-human. We used the AI detector, right? And then when we dug further down the rabbit hole, okay, there is something called HR Bill 8519.
What is that?
That is Republicans created this bill so that federal funding will be cut for organizations who are weaponizing research for political reasons. Okay, so the Republicans are on to what they're doing. And so they want to cut organizations who are getting federal funding, from Department of Homeland Security, FBI, because they will subcontract out these things to universities and think tanks and stuff like that. But if you have somebody who already have a biased view, right, then they're going to, put out biased research.
Yo, so right here, oh shit, Quiet Storm just dropped the House bill.
Yep, exactly.
So wait a minute. So if AI is fucking us off and us as content creators, we get on here and be like, yo, your algorithms is all messed up. People not getting notifications, and YouTube tells us that can't happen. They're lying.
Yes, it is. It's called ironically, the name of the organization is called Diverting Hate. Okay. What they would do is fill out a survey essentially on your behalf. And if you score high in that quote unquote male supremacy survey, then they divert your channel to another channel of their choice, what they deem as healthy men-oriented content.
Excuse me. Where was this? Is there such thing as female supremacists? Because it took, look, man, Cynthia G was on a tirade for at least 3 years. Now, I don't know whether, us as men, we just watch it. Some of us got content from it and laughed at it and be like, yo, look, this bitch crazy. Listen to her. Because, we don't complain. You know what I'm saying? We don't write letters and shit. That's just not what we do. Now, I don't know if there was some dudes like actually putting pen to paper on her ass or virtually writing emails, whatever, but it took one white woman to say, she can't say that. And she was gone. And I wondered, I said, man, could we have done that? Or would our protests and our emails fall on deaf ears? It's like in the 70s, going to the police station and say, yo, my wife just went upside my head. What you want us to do? You're a man. You let her do that? Oh, yeah, but if I whoop her ass, y'all gonna come lock me up. It took a white woman to take care of her, and she's been gone ever since. And she wasn't the only person. There was a few baby Cynthia G's. What's his name is not on.
Divested zealot with the guy hanging from the tree and she's on the swing and all that crazy stuff.
Obsidian is no longer on YouTube.
Yep.
Because Shorty got rid of him. Well, she took credit for it. I don't follow her. When I see all of this, you know what I mean? I don't engage in that. I give my opinion. We have a conversation. And I get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? But apparently what he was saying, it rubbed the sisterhood the wrong way. And they put pen to paper on his ass. And now he's on Rumble. And he didn't do anything remotely close to what I seen Cynthia G do and say. And no one blew the whistle on her. Is there a list for these women that do these things? I don't see it.
No, but I would say this much. This sort of awareness that a lot of brothers have been raising has had chilling effects on quote unquote black female leadership, especially when you got twerking senators. You got an Atlanta office, DA office,
the twerking senator.
Yeah.
Mac.
Right. You have people twerking at Castle El Amin, right? In cotton fields, and you got people crashing out in the back of police stations where their weaves and their boobs are coming out, and they're a whole gym.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this is the monster that you created, right?
Yeah.
And so what's happening, at least on our end, right? They're starting to, see like what do they say? Almost like quote unquote crack. It was fine when it was in our community, but once it started hitting them trailer parks and
it became an epidemic.
Okay, 100%.
Yep.
So what do you think is happening with this very same mental disease? Right now it's starting to affect a Man of Tribe, a Rollo Tomasi.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. They're starting to get the divas. They're starting to get, people with the BBLs and the 5,000.
Just Pearly Things made that list.
Oh, of course she did.
Woo!
She did.
My God. This is crazy. And salute to Smoke and Talk in that super chat. Please go subscribe to Smoke and Talk. That's family right there. That's real Baltimore right there. They're about 3 hours from me. You know what I'm saying? Right down I-95, man. Go subscribe and support Smoke and Talk, man. They in here heavy. Salute. Let me pull up this bill. The International Quiet Storm. This is it. HR 8519 to prohibit the obligation or expenditure of federal funds for disinformation research grants and for other purposes.
So in a nutshell, what they're saying is you have this sort of academic, nonprofit, woke complex. Are you following me?
I got you.
Who are getting grants from, Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice, FBI, CIA, all those alphabet agencies, ATF, okay? And what they're doing is they're trying to associate us as men making this sort of content as far as our concerns and grievances. They're trying to attach us to supremacy, and violence. Are you following me? So when you read these research articles, you would laugh at some of the stuff, some of the grand conjecture they make. And they make money off of it. And at the same time, once it's actually published, or there's some sort of report, that somebody could come to court as if the court or a congressional hearing, and under the sort of badge of officiality, as if they're the expert to lock us all up. And so what the Republicans is doing is like, hey, you're not about to use federal monies to lie, because this is more about partisanship than it is actually people, being in inherent present danger.
You know what's crazy? And salute to Machismo TV in that super chat. Much love. He said, great stream. We'll clip it up, man. Salute to you. You don't even have to ask, man. Just do your thing, man. You have my blessings. I don't flag people unless they're douches. So salute, man. Much love and appreciation. I'm honored that you're here. I'm honored that you're here, good brother.
Thank you, brother.
No, thank you. You know what this is like? This is like they're putting the information we share in male spaces, because this is freedom of speech. And we're not out here talking about kill whitey, kill women. We're not doing that. We're venting, and we're doing it in a tasteful manner. And we're watching what's going on. And there are adults that didn't have male upbringing, and they look to us. And we have to be responsible as content creators to point them in the correct direction. But you know what they're putting us in the same basket as? I remember online, I watched a man. He said, he used the term minor attracted adults. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And when I listened to his 2-minute explanation, I said, he's talking about a pedophile. Why is he trying to change what it is? Why is he trying to change what minor attracted adult? And it so happened to be some twerp, a white male with glasses, and he was obviously gay. Obviously. And I'm like, what is he? Wait a minute, I'm listening to him. I said, oh, he's talking about a pedo. I said, why is he trying to change the name of it? We gave it a name so you know what it is. And this is how they slip little laws. That's what I told y'all. Vote for everything. From your local congressman to the person in charge of your state, your city, your town. You need to know these things. Don't just wait for the presidency. Because they slip little laws in there and you don't even know. That chick Tiara Mack twerking on her head in the beach with a thong on.
Yep.
She's a part of the broken wrist community. And one of the things she wanted to show your first grader how to do was to masturbate. She tried to slip that in. So
in that case, let me expand a little further. You're absolutely accurate on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right? Now, they also want to try to associate us with, alt-right fires and tiki torches and this, that, and the other. And brother, I am a 6'2", 245 muscled black man. right? Actually, with the curly top, not quite a flat top, right? And so here's the thing: they're trying to associate us with them. You think I'm gonna just be out there doing all that? No, I have conservative leanings, very much so. But the question is, who's more likely to invite that crap in your house? And it's not going to come from where you think it's going to come from. It's going to come from the direction that you just said. They're going to, when you start hearing people say stuff like, when this whole like broken wrist thing go away, you're going to start hearing people say, these children need more rights.
That's right.
When you start hearing that, really, really, really lose your shit.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're already kind of doing it because they're handcuffing the parents, right? So if there's certain states to where if you deny acknowledging your child's sexuality, you could be fined, imprisoned, lose your professional license, everything. Because it's considered child abuse.
Language is very, very, very important. And for those of you that follow my boxing channel every morning, y'all know you hear me say it, you hear BFTB say it, you hear Stormy say it. Language is important. And what they're doing is they're trying to slip things in there to push their agenda. And by the time we say, wait a minute, that's not right, they're like, no, you voted for it. Well, I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for him in charge of my county. Well, you didn't vote. And he had 15 more votes than the people that didn't vote. And that's your fault. Take your ass to the polls, man. Understand what's going on. That Tiara Mack shit, and she's up in, where was she up in? Was it Boston? She was in Rhode Island doing that, twerking on her head. An educated black woman twerking on her head in a thong. Yeah, that's what y'all sisters fought for. Very nice. I couldn't believe that.
Degradation and degeneracy.
Exactly. And this is what y'all sisters should have been like, no, you're setting us back to the Stone Age. All that education, all that intellect that you talk with. We don't care about your sexuality, but what do you want our kids to do? What are you talking about? I did a show a couple of years ago. I forget this sister's name, but she was blaming a political stance as to why these kids in the closet were committing suicide. And she was on there with her eyes bulging out her head looking crazy. And I said, what is going on with... Oh my God. Let me read the super chat real quick. The International Quiet Storm, my brother in that super chat, he said, click the co-sponsors tab and see the politicians that support the bill. Not one Dixiecrat. I wonder why. I'm going to do that right now. And salute to our brother, I Rock. He said, MAP, aka minor attracted persons. They're trying to get them included as part of a rainbow crew, aka LGBTQ. Bro, I saw a video and I have it saved on my Instagram. The parade, the Pride Parade that they have in New York, in my city. There was a group of them marching, and somebody in the chat said they were trolling with what they were saying, the chant they were saying. But I responded to that person. I said, no, you don't even play like this. There was a group of them marching. We're here, they're here, we're coming for your children. We're here. I have it. I'm like, yo, what is that? What do they mean? How am I supposed to take that?
See, here's another thing. Yeah, you got people talking about it there, but it's actually law in California to where if somebody is in a wrist-bending relationship, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, they cannot be charged with statutory.
Why not?
I'm not quite sure, but it's on the books. I can go and find it for you. I can find it for you. I like to show the
So
appearances.
they can't be charged with statutory grape.
Yeah.
What makes them exempt from that?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Well, we are in a society where you lock somebody up, and dude says, "Hey, I identify as a woman," and they will literally put them in the female's prison.
Here it is. Here, if you decide that you want a summer jam screening, you can. But there it is here in the private chat. Hold on. You can look at the headline.
Of course, it's California. God damn. Governor Newsom signs bill to protect sex offenders. Wait a minute. I'm reading it how it's written. Governor Newsom signs a bill to protect sex offenders who have homosexual sex with minors. Protect. Who wants to protect it? All right.
You seen it?
California's Democrat governor, Gavin Newsom, has just signed Senate Bill 145, which lowers the penalties for adults who have sex with same-sex minors. As Senator Melissa Melendez tweeted, "Well, what a shock. Newsom signed SB, Senate Bill 145, the bill that allows a 24-year-old to have sex with a 14-year-old and escape felony conviction and requirement to be a registered sex offender." Absolutely disgusting. Wait a minute. So this dude in this scenario gets caught doing this. He don't even have to register.
You see it?
This went through. He signed it. This was in 2020, but he signed it. So this went through. This really happened.
Yes. We're in a yay Orwellian.
Whoa! What the it's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it?
What the fuck?
Don't move out of California. Listen, man. Demon, move out of California, bro. All my people, leave. Leave. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my God.
Yep.
No wonder there's so many earthquakes over there. God's like, nah. I'm gonna get y'all, man. I'm gonna move them plates. You can't be serious. You know what, man?
You see it?
Oh my God.
Oh, it gets worse. We're going to ahead and give you another, right? Now, this individual was transgender, or is, or whatever you want to call.
Oh God. I'm going to read this out loud, y'all. Male inmate charged with raping woman inside California women's prison. CDCR confirms pregnancy. Now, how the hell did he even get in there? Was it what I just said?
Transgender.
Do y'all remember when I did the show about? Did I do the show? I did a short video. They locked up this black dude. He said, "I'm a chick." They threw him in the prison. He had like 4 chicks pregnant in the prison. Chicks was going to the infirmary like, "Yo, what's going on? They pregnant." How the hell they get pregnant? It was this nigga.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say immaculate conception.
What the? Detroit BC said there's more. Yo, hell in a handbasket. Hell in a handbasket. This is foul. Now, how did we get all the way over here? We're all out of order. Everything's out of order. This is crazy. This is crazy. We're all out of order. I don't even know I can't make heads or tails of none of this. This is crazy. How is this happening?
The very definition of disorder.
Man, we got real shit going on. And listen, the illest thing, y'all know what magic really is? Because it's not real. Magic really is you watching something and the trick is going on right behind you and you can't see it. And then when they snap the fingers, you turn and then boom, it's right in front of you. Oh, that was great. It was a trick. They're tricking us with language. They are they added a word to us, calling us male supremacists. They want us to shut the fuck up. That's what they want us to do. They want us to shut up. They're calling us male supremacists now. And now people are saying it's a possibility that MTR making that list that might have, shook his tree a little bit. Man, I can't. If I'll say this, man, if that's the case, bro, that's disappointing, y'all. Now, for those of you that follow my boxing network, y'all know we had some coons jump out the bushes on us, and one nigga in particular really threw us for a loop. We was like, whoa, I didn't know he would do that. Yeah, I know I'm talking about boxing ego. I didn't know that he would, go from babyface to heel. That's a wrestling term. I didn't know that. He totally turned heel. Crazy. You're not the only person that I heard say that list made him kind of scared.
It's one of several theories, along with that other individual we're talking about, who cannot be wrong because they gotta have all the receipts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's their content strategy, right?
Yeah.
But let me, in consideration of your other guests and airtime, I'll just
No, you good.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, when y'all was going back and forth talking about maps and so on and so forth, I actually found two different websites that I think y'all might want to take a look at. There was a guy, I don't know if you guys are familiar with his name. His name is Dr. Walker. He's out of University of California, Berkeley. And he's the one that actually did like a big he was doing like podcasts and getting on different like news stations or whatever, basically trying to say that being a MAP or minor attracted person needs to be part of the DSM-4. Now I don't know if either one of y'all know what the DSM-4 is, but that's essentially the book. It's almost like a Bible for psychiatrists and psychologists, and that's how they basically diagnose people who have mental health issues. That's where they put all the criteria for different conditions.
DSM-5R now.
Yeah, right. So at the time DSM-4, but yeah. So but they're trying to get that added to that, to say that no, it isn't against the law. We shouldn't be prosecuted and sent to jail. We shouldn't be hunted. We need help. So hold on. First website right here. Give me a second. I'll go and put this in the chat.
I got that fucking help. Let me not say that. Oh my God.
Now that first one is a blog. Now this second one, pardon my language, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This second link is gonna fuck y'all up, because this second link, that guy, the Dr. Clark, I just told y'all about, wrote a book talking about how being a MAP is not a monster, and we need to let the world know about us. We need to take the stigma off of being that and everything.
What the?
Swear to God, here go the link right here. I'm dropping it in the chat.
Oh, that's the dude. That's the video I saw.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, that's him.
Bro, no. I gotta share this.
See?
Bro.
Told you.
Bro. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this dweeb. Look at him.
So much for that question. I use the term minor attracted person or MAP in the title and throughout the book for multiple reasons.
Okay. All right, you know what? I'm sorry. I can't. You hear his voice?
Yeah. And that second link I sent you, that's the link to his book. That's the book he talking about in that video.
He wrote
a book. It's dead ass on it's right there. It's on Google Books. It's free.
Long Dark Shadow is what it's called.
Swear to God.
He's talking about a penis. What the fuck? This is on sale?
Swear to God.
But the minute or you or I actually get on the mic to speak about this shit, you know, it's a problem, right?
Yo,
100%.
They don't. YouTube swears to God that they don't bust up our algorithms, that they don't send out our notifications. They say that they don't do that. They're saying it's impossible.
That's a bold-faced lie.
They don't. They're saying that we watch Champside every day, right? His stream just starts acting up, and he's right in front of his router. That's impossible.
Hey, Drew. Let me put you on real quick when it comes to this whole IT thing. OpenAI it's an amazing invention. Don't get me wrong, right? ChatGPT and all the different various iterations of it are dope. It can do an amazing thing. But what YouTube is not telling you at the same time is it still took people to program that thing. Number one. Number two, it still takes people to administer the system that their algorithm is running on. So irregardless to say, oh, we don't watch it. Bullshit. There is somebody sitting there like, oh, cool. Oh, word. Oh, that's what you're saying? Cool. No notifications. Boom. Stream messed up. Boom. Can't get no feed.
We know that.
Yeah.
We know that because when I spoke to the clowns at YouTube, you know, if you have a channel, you can go to your YouTube studio. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. You go to your YouTube studio, right? You go to you know that little box up there on the upper right hand side by your picture. It says chat with creator support.
Yeah.
You click that box, and when you start asking real questions, they start giving you general answers.
Oh, yeah.
And when I ask the person, am I talking to a real person or am I talking to a bot? They ended the damn conversation. All right. When I asked, they did. I swear to God. When I asked this chick about 3 weeks ago, I asked her dumbass. I said, "Listen, I'm in the middle of going off on a live stream, but I wasn't belligerent."
I remember that.
Remember that? They
remember that? Yep.
Stream. And I said I didn't even do anything.
You had to drop the stream and come back in.
I came back in. I started a whole other stream, and I said, "You." In the stream is called "You Can't Stop Me." That's on Drew Titan LLC. It's called "You Can't Stop Me." Mm-hmm. And I went back after that stream was over. I said, "Why'd y'all take my stream down?" I didn't violate anything. I wasn't F-bombing to the point. I was on there, mother F this, blah, 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 because they'll get you for that. But I didn't do any of that. And I said, "Why'd you stop my stream?" You know why they stopped my stream? Because I was talking about Ryan Garcia. I wasn't lying on him. I was telling the truth. He got caught lying again.
Yeah.
And I was going off. And they stopped my stream an hour in. I said, no. I went right back in. How you gonna stop my stream and not even give me a strike? What are you doing? And you know what happened? Mm-hmm. Salty, you know what happened?
What happened?
I fought their ass. Because when I was talking with the live person, so you stopped my stream, what did I violate? You didn't even give me a strike. Last time they stopped my stream on this channel, they stopped my stream and they said, "We're not hearing fair use on this channel for what you was doing." And they said, "We gave you a warning." That's why they discontinued my stream. I was doing a paternity court, and I was still trying to figure out how fair use worked, and they got me. They stopped my stream. I said, "Okay," but I said I wasn't doing anything. You didn't even give me a warning. You just stopped it. What'd you do? The person I was talking to said in caps, I didn't do it. Why would you say that? I ain't blaming you, but I'm saying, I asked the question, who's reviewing my content? Because it seems to happen to me a lot. My notifications don't go out. No notifications, but people know what time I come on, 9:30 a.m. Drew Titan LLC.
Yep.
I said, my notifications aren't going out. A lot of my buddies' notifications aren't going out. And now you stopped my damn stream and you didn't even give me a strike or a warning. I didn't break any rules. You just stopped it. You know what happened? They reinstated the original stream. Now you can watch it. And I was cooking on that. It's monetized. I got like about 2,000 views on it. I was cooking. And they tried to stop it. If I didn't ask them, it'd just went away. But I had it backed up on my StreamYard. But I said, my God, this was crazy. So that's how I know when I asked them because it says manual review. Manual, not AI, manual. That means you paying somebody who's sitting up in gay ass San Francisco. That's where they are. And you're sitting there with your damn feet up saying, I don't like when he talks about my boo Canelo. I don't like when he talks about Ryan Garcia. I'm not going to send out his notifications. And you got some broken wrist dude wearing a thong reviewing my goddamn content.
Drinking an espresso.
Okay.
Thinking exactly. And you think I don't know? I see my money go like this.
Yep.
I see it. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? How my views low this month? It's the same amount of views. My money's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's not only us, but you know what's going on? Y'all leaving a virtual paper trail.
100%.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah.
You think we don't know how to fight this? I encourage you, the goons at YouTube that watch me, keep doing it. Documentation beats conversation. I'm going to get you. Keep doing it. Keep
like, you know, there's one thing like my father used to say, before he passed many years ago, and he used to say, boy, everything you need to know is in the book. It ain't illegal yet. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, a lot of these people and a lot of these companies feel like, you know, us in particular, black and brown folks feel like, A, we can't read, or B, we ain't intelligent enough to figure shit out. But it's like, y'all got it twisted.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, and real quick, I want to say something real quick. So a second ago, when you were speaking on what they was doing at the Pride Parade in New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you saw it, but matter of fact, like I'll look for it if I can find it. There, I believe it was in I don't know if it's in San Francisco or like some town in California, but they were doing the Pride Parade, right? Right hand of God, they actually showed two men. One was getting topped, and another one was sitting there with his mouth open.
What?
Swear to God, broad daylight on the street, and not one cop said nothing. The one cop, like the person who was actually the person who actually caught the picture, looked at the cop and said, "What's the cop? We can't touch him." He's like, if it ain't violent and they ain't killing nobody, we can't touch them. That's how bad it is in California now. If it's not a violent crime that's currently in process, or if somebody ain't getting murdered, they ain't even touching.
Yeah. Move the hell out.
And they tell you to send
move the hell out. This is disgusting. I'm gonna try and find this this video just because people think I'm making it up. This is Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. Let me let me see, save videos, because I saved that and I was disgusted, bro. Let me see. I have it on my Instagram. I save a lot of stuff because I always like to go back to things. But they were marching, talking about, we're here, we're here, we're coming for your children. I said, what was that? What did they say? I'm gonna find it.
Hey, my browser has frozen. I'm gonna have to right back.
No, I'm actually looking at a link right now. It says San Francisco police confirm full nudity at Pride events is legal.
Word.
Yep.
They demonetized Coach Greg Adams a month ago for reacting to his own. Let me put the link back in the chat for Salty Balls. That's insane.
Yep. Man, it's crazy.
Where it's at?
As a matter of fact, I'll put the link up there too.
There you go. How you get demonetized for reacting to your own goddamn content? How the hell does that work? I'm trying to find, because this was a while ago, but they were marching, and I was like, I don't know what the hell this is, man. Where's that? Where's that? I have it. I know I have it. I had to save it on my goddamn Instagram. And they were marching, and I'm like, what is going on here?
And now, Drew, you know what I'm saying? While you looking it up, I'm guessing Saul T is pretty much around our age too, right?
Yeah, I'm Generation X.
Oh well, yeah, same thing here. I'm 42. So now this is what blows my mind in regards to the Pride Parade and everything else along with the LGBTQ, whatever. If you say anything to them, it's considered a hate crime. If you do anything, state that you don't agree with it, it's a hate crime. Like there's so many things that you can do that is considered a hate crime against them. They're allowed to, obviously, as I just put that link in the chat, saying that they can be completely naked in the street during the parade or whatever, right? But now, let's take a trip in the Wayback Machine. Let's go to the ATL. Let's go to the Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? How quick did they try to shut that down?
Oh, you already know. No further than 30 minutes in.
I rest my case.
It would even bust down like after party.
Yep.
None of that city permits and none of that. Yeah, hell yeah. Of course.
And that's what I'm saying, because it's like, you know, it's almost as if they want to make it a crime or make it a bad stigma to be straight, or say, well, okay, look, straight people is kicking it, partying, doing anything, whatever. Okay, cool. That's hectic. That's chaos. We got to stop that. But you got gay folks running through the street with, like, you know what I'm saying, rainbow flags and everything copacetic.
Ain't that crazy? Damn, I didn't know I saved this much stuff. I'm getting to it.
I mean, but then again, too, okay, you know, like you look at the whole, you know, granted, I'm not trying to bring this up, but look at the whole Diddy situation. If you look at a lot of the people who are in charge of the record industry, of the movie industry, of the entertainment industry in general, a lot of the people that are in power either play for the home team or play for both sides.
Now you ain't lying.
So the people that are in power, that are choosing what is entertainment, what is good music, and so on and so forth, are the ones essentially directing the narrative.
You ain't lying.
And that's
seen a lot, bro.
Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Well, that's why it's important for us to, you know, continue our narrative, continuing our mics, and continuing to, you know, counter that or whatnot. I know this space have had a rough week or whatnot. And, you know, to a certain extent, you know, it's been kind of silent. Would you agree or disagree with that? More quiet than usual. But I would say that, you know, continuing to, you know, speak our narrative, our perspective, what we're going through, what the situation is. Anytime there's anything that's, you know, anti-Black male, speak about it, you know, because we're actually making a difference and it's having some political implications.
Yeah.
And so pretty soon, we're going to actually see the fruits of our labor. It's a battle of wills. They want to break us. And as long as we don't let it happen, then, we're able to, actually address a lot of this stuff or whatever the case may be. Just as much to, Pep's point before you came on here, is we really got to vote our interests. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Really, us as, Black people, we cannot treat everything like it's a religion. You know what I mean? Right? Where it's just blind loyalty to something. You know what I mean? And what leverage do we have other than not? Why am I going to continue voting outside of my interests when the only thing you got for me is a damn holiday, abortions, or some fruity shit? I ain't got time for that. I really don't. You know what I mean? And so, if somebody's talking about family building, if somebody's talking about, bringing order to schools and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not 100% perfect or what I like, but it's sure as hell beat what's going on now. Now, people are going to use scare tactics and be like, hey, look at the other side. They're racist. They're racist. How's that any different than somebody who's rainbow doing?
True story.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? How's that any different?
It ain't.
It's not.
It's not at all.
And have your children. You know what I mean? Like, look at the media now, right? When it comes to Black men, there has to be some sort of injured Black man, be it a criminal past, fruity. There has to be some sort of character injury. But when we control our own image, we ain't got to deal with none of that, man. It was one series, man, I was trying to get into. I forgot what it was. It's like 1940s, 50 Chicago. And the first scene, you got somebody in the alley, doing the whole bussy thing. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? They just interject shit into the, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even a proper time or cue for the movie. They just throw it in there. You know what I mean?
Throw it in there. Yep.
Nah.
To let you know that they're around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Horrible stuff, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, what Salty is saying is 100% facts. It ain't nothing but buck breaking in the modern age. That's legitimately all it is. Is like what they're, like you were saying, like what they're doing to the Black male, what they're doing to the Black family, and so on and so forth, is legitimately buck breaking. What they do to Black males in front of people, you know what I'm saying, as far as whether it be in the media, i.e. news, music, movies, whatever. There's very few movies nowadays that have come out where the Black male is in either a power position or in a masculine position. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, with like a lot of the music, like we talked about, I think it was like last week's show. It was like last week, the week before. A lot of the music artists today that are deemed popular or popping or whatever would not have made it through the doors of the studio 20 years ago. It wouldn't have happened.
Look.
Pride had a poll set up with an amazing instructor to assist. My kiddo is a natural. We hear about the groomers in the public school system. We hear about groomers in the media and academia and Hollywood and all these other institutions. And it is true that all these institutions do have a grooming problem, no question about it. But the really dark reality is that there's also a grooming problem in the institution of the family. And it's really unthinkable to those of us who are normal, decent people. It's like just unthinkable that a parent would engage in this kind of activity. A parent would groom their own child in this way.
Harry,
that's what a lot of
normally be these single women. Look at this.
Now, this video was posted by not a concerned citizen who happened to be walking by and saw this happening, but was posted by the boy's mother. So she posted it, and she's...
That's a little boy?
That was a little boy, y'all.
Oh, hell no.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? And that's not even the shit I was looking for, bro. That's not even what I was looking for. Let me find what I was looking for. That's not even what I was looking for, bro.
That's a damn shame.
You see what I mean?
Like that lady.
A woman thought that was okay.
You remember that lady with the infant? Yay, baby. Yay, baby. You remember that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bro. I found it. Look, wait, hold on. This is going to piss you off, y'all. This is going to piss you off. I did a video on this, bro. This is going to piss you off. This is going to piss you off. This is going to piss you off. I gotta mute the music. Those are Transformers. That's a young black girl.
I know they're not throwing dollars up there for that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Oh, hell no.
Yes, they are.
Every
I
last
did a video on this, bro. Look at this.
Look
Look at
Every
this.
last one of them, they asshole for that bullshit.
Look at this. Those are old white people throwing money on the stage. Look who's in the crowd. Look who's in the crowd, y'all.
A bunch of old white folks.
Bunch of old white folks. That little black girls on there dancing. Oh my God, bro. Look at this. You fucking kidding me, bro?
That's fucking disgusting.
Bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. And that's still not the one I was looking for, bro. But see what I mean?
That hell no.
I'm speechless, bro.
Listen, when I tell you that we're under attack, do you think that that little girl's father would appreciate that? And of course, I just had a debate with some. I'm trying to be more responsible when I say certain things. But there was a black woman at her child's graduation, and she's on there with booty shorts and her belly out. And it's not something you rock at a kid's graduation. So what I said was, not a man in sight. And right away, here comes Captain Saberho, talking about, she was talking about, oh, well, maybe the father doesn't want to be there, and everything was the man's fault, right? So I said, well, leave it to the sisterhood to use the worst case scenario. I said, maybe the father is fighting for the country, ducking bombs and missiles. Maybe he's working a double and couldn't, because he's trying to pay all the bills. And one parent could go to the graduation, he couldn't get off. Or maybe he doesn't even know he has a goddamn daughter. Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Stop thinking the worst case scenario when you see a situation like this. Deal with what's in front of you. It's a child's graduation, and she was dressed like she was ready to go twerk somewhere. I just came from a child's graduation, and you'd be amazed. Well, I'm not amazed anymore of what I see these women having on. Look at the damn churches.
Oh, yeah.
This is what these chicks are doing. So I get so sick, bro. I get so sick of it. And I really can't find this video right now.
Man, like, you know what I'm saying? Wakando made a point. He said how they plant stuff in the subconscious. Okay. Matter of fact, let's take it a step further. Look at cartoons. Look at cartoons when we was a kid. We had Voltron. We had He-Man. We had, Inspector Gadget, Silverhawks. You know what I'm saying? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman. We had stuff like that. Nowadays, every cartoon has some LGBTQ idea or theme to it. I mean, hell, put it like this. They just did a comic book. I don't know if it was a comic book or a cartoon or that physical cartoon. I don't remember which one, but it was of Superman's son.
Yeah, he's
kissing a dude.
He's like that. I was enjoying that the Justice League, the Team Justice League. I was enjoying that until they made the Aqualad game. And I'm like, hold on. Not only is that's a double negative because he's also black. So I was like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
Is, if you looked in the comics, the characters like, so if you go back to the OG comics, right? The characters that these new ones are supposed to be like in place of, they're like the younger versions of. There was none of that in them comics back then.
I know.
None of that.
And
the only time you would find comics like that is if it was specifically written for that audience.
Bro, I can't find. You know, it might be on. It might be on. Wait, hold up.
But we in the right place though, doing what we're doing, because obviously we're moving the needle. You know what I mean? We're not just sitting by idly and stuff like that. If we go to the street, we already know how the other goes. Somebody, be on that agent provocateur crap. You know what I mean? So, I mean, this is the most effective and efficient way for brothers to do what they need to do, and keep our messages out there loud and clear. You know what I mean?
I agree. I totally agree. We're in a position of power. And we got to understand, when they have to invent a list, that means we're doing something special. And what we need is for more people to know about that list and know who's backing it. And honestly believe if we put that on blast, there'll be more. What we need is a rival politician to be like, yo, what is this? Why are y'all taking this so literal? What are y'all trying to do to these guys?
Oh,
that's what we need.
That's the 85-19. That's the people who's actually trying to prevent things from happening. That's what that bill is.
I really can't find that goddamn. I really can't find it, y'all. You know what? Let me go to I'm gonna log out of my gram and I'm gonna go to YouTube. Let me put in New York City Pride Parade for your children. Somebody recorded that. Oh, found it. Found it. There we go. Watch this, y'all. Here we go. Fair use. Pete. Now, I'm not making this up. Here it is.
Male, it seems the self-proclaimed LGBT child abductors were just teasing us.
Yeah, they're a funny bunch, guys. Come on. LGBTQ activists defend drag queens who chanted, "We're coming for your children" during a parade in New York City and claim it was taken out of context. So this is on the weekend at the New York City.
Yeah, this is Ryan Garcia's people. When they get called out for doing something crazy, I was just trolling.
Drag march, and basically that's what they shouted, "We're coming for your children." And then afterwards a bunch of prominent activists have come out and said, no, don't look at that, we're just joking. And actually not only that,
no. Y'all need to see it. Because that's what they said. Where's that? There it is. Here we go. Listen. I need y'all to listen. Yeah, all right.
Now, if somebody were to take a prototypical wheat, new buck Timberland, right up they nuts, NFL style, we would be wrong, right?
Word.
And I ain't even from New York like that. I'm from the West Coast, but you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't blame y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All you need is the Onyx in the background.
Yo, bro, listen.
Their ass in the background.
When that parade,
put their face on the curb.
Whatever that date is, they do that parade. I don't even go to Manhattan. You don't play like that, bro. You don't play like that. That's not a game. You know how many dudes, you know how many parents are walking around talking about, yo, they joking and shit, but my kid got violated.
Yep.
I mean, come on, bro. You don't play like that. It's not funny.
No.
You will get your ass kicked, and not in a good way that they like it. No, I will stomp your fucking ears together. I'm dead serious, but you don't play like that. Now we on here talking that real talk, and there's some queer that's here that's not gonna share this video. Broken wrist. What you mad because I'm speaking out on you? I'm talking straight to you. Keep not sending out my notifications. Keep zapping my shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Documentation beats conversation. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Because you're ridiculous. And all of this, I want to bring the show back to what it was originally about. We have all of this real shit going on that we're talking about, and there's an organized attack on Aaron Sloan.
Mm-hmm.
We got real shit to worry about. Not about some dude that was on a game show who made it fun to watch. That's the most watched one they had. Not that. And now you got people lying on this dude. And the reason why we went all the way over here was because, you know, people are saying that, you know, maybe MTR is kind of nervous about that list. You got to understand, these YouTubers like MTR and Abba and Preach and all of those people, Tribe of Men, I need y'all to understand, when you do this full time, you're making dollars. I know a few YouTubers that got over 100,000 subs, and I know what they make every month. All right, we all know Blue Blood Sports TV, and before he cracked 100K, he showed me what he was making a month, and my jaw dropped. I said, "Damn, nigga, when I met you, you was talking boxing from both your jobs." He worked at the hospital, and I think he drove a school bus in the morning. The brother got 9 kids, and he's taking them all on vacation. What a difference YouTube makes, right? His life changed. Let me tell you something. I'll just say this. Blue Blood back then, before he cracked 100K, he was making in a month what most people, let's say the average black male income, he was making that, half of that in a month. Think about that. And now he's at over 250,000 subs. That's a wealthy man. So now think about all the other content creators that has a real 100,000, 200,000.
A million.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they're making, I'll use O'Shea Duke Jackson. I heard something about him. I heard 70K was a slow month for him.
Damn.
You understand? These brothers is wealthy.
Yeah.
So you can call yourself self-made, but at any point, YouTube can yank the carpet from right under your feet. And then what you got when they demonetize you? Then what 100%. You got? What you got? Now, you see, I have a day job, and I'm too far in it to say, fuck it, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber. I've been working for the city since 1999. And I'm not about to throw my pension in the bar.
No, you got way too much time in.
Yeah, I got too much time to be doing that. The only way I walk away from that right now is if I hit the number. And even that got to be over 100 million. Because I got shit that I want to do. You understand? I'm not that stupid.
For real.
I'm not doing that. I'm this close to free healthcare from retirement. So I'm good. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But you see why this YouTube space is so competitive? You understand? And you see why some of these guys got to walk a fine line. So again, we're getting back to MTR. MTR got how many subs? Don't he got like 400,000?
About that.
Yeah, the brother. He got what?
25. About 725. 725.
725. He's knocking on 1 million.
Not too far off.
He has to walk a fine line because everyone talks about, I'm self-made. I'm self-made. Let me tell you something. If you two feel like it and you lose this, he's a sharp guy. He can go back to corporate America, but why the fuck would you want to? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little more loose with my mouth. He watches his mouth. Y'all notice Blue Blood don't curse as much. A lot of people, they respect. Once you reach a certain pinnacle here, and you're like, yo, I'm making 5 racks a month. I'm making 10 racks a month. You show a little more responsibility when you get on this mic and you hit the live button. I get it. But you have to you have to operate with some type of honor. You understand? And I'm not saying that MTR did this, but again, I keep going back to the boxing. We always talk about Showbiz the adult. That nigga's cooning out of his mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I told y'all, we get paid as YouTubers the 22nd of every month. So he's cooning. Now he does this shit full time. Can you imagine? If he tells the truth for 2 seconds, he's gonna lose a lot of support. And imagine if you used to making $20,000 a month, and then now it drops down to $7,000. That's still a lot of money, but you also lost a lot of money. You're like, God damn, this is what.
Oh yeah, that hurt.
So they worried about their bottom line. So a lot of people saying MTR might be worried about his bottom line. Why? Because you stand in the pocket for a man. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to do that. Now I've been on here 100. I've been out here 100. It's LDBC or nothing, but we fucks with Champ side. We fucks with Champ side. Now I know Salty Balls, I'm talking a little bit of Chinese to you right now, but what I'm saying is we have a responsibility as content creators. And once you keep talking some bullshit, you got to stand on it. That's why I look at Boxing Ego and I'm like, yo, something happened with that dude. Somebody cut him a check. And I said that this morning. They offered me a check. They offered 78 Sports TV a check. They offered Black Fight Fan a check. They offered BFTV a check. The difference is we said no. They offered me $20,000 spread out over 4 months. And I read it and it was detailed. I said, nah. I deleted the shit and I was like, I just knew it was a troll. 78 said nope. They offered 78 goddamn 6 figures.
A check.
They wanted me to stop talking about American black fighters. They wanted to give me a list of UK fighters to speak on, right? And they wanted to sign me on a consultant basis, but that was only for 4 months. And then they would renegotiate a new contract when we talk about UK fighters. And they wanted me not to talk about American fighters, the black ones in particular, until they told me to do it. And they would tell me what to say. They want me to turn on my brother Deontay Wilder, turn on my brother Errol Spence.
So if they're able to do that with just boxing, you don't think there's no creators here?
Absolutely.
Whose heart ain't really in it, and it's just opportunities, and simply want to check, you know what I'm saying? And be able to show, you understand what I'm saying? And then you got to think about it like this, okay? I just want to just break it down to you, because I've been, kind of ringing an alarm on my channel, right? About the fact that this is now the new public square, right? So you're gonna have agent provocateurs, chaos makers, and stuff like that, right? We sitting up here talking about, black male progress, right? And you got somebody who come up and it's like, yeah, but what about this guy here with them fancy headphones, man? He think he the shit. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's just chaos making. And then it detracts the subject, right? So just like you have chat trolls, you have people trolls, right? Because the whole goal is to stop you from talking about what you need to talk about. And then you have a group of people who are simps and stuff like that, and who oh man, I can't turn them with a check, but I can get this chick to turn her tongue on them, right? And therefore, you know, I got something potentially embarrassing. And then you got something else where, you know, people who are obviously sleeper agents anyway. You see what I'm saying? The whole name of the game is to get you to stop talking and opening the eyes and awakening the giant that exists within black men, and engendering some type of hope that we have to change what's going on. That's what it is. And this is a big ass problem. This is a problem, right? Even with the quote unquote election, you know, we make the difference. You know what I'm saying? We make the difference. People say black people are the swing, but guess what? With the great breakup or the great divorce, whatever we want to call this era in the black community, right? You know, we black men are deciding to, you know, vote their own interests and do their own thing. So you don't think that there's not going to be people in the space where you see on panels openly disrespecting black men and the host don't say nothing about it, right?
We talk about that every day.
You got people wrenched up who censor what you got to say. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Oh man,
right?
Oh, man.
So you don't think that, you know, we don't see that? You know what I'm saying? And then the other channels, you know, who are actually telling the truth about all this stuff, you know what I mean? They're considered extreme. They got all these problems and stuff like that, but it's certain people who don't seem to have all these problems because they're planned opposition to begin with.
Yes, sir.
It's a political game. And so if we're going to do this, it always encourage brothers, if they're going to step into the arena, there's a toolkit that they got to have with their armor, with their helmet, and obviously with their sword. They got to also have a level of political savviness. They have to be great in argumentation and logic, because that's the currency of the space, right? You know, and that's it, man. Being able to see what's going on. You got people who are astroturfing and stuff like that. You got people out there doing stuff, tapping their feet and actively cooning, right, within the space, doing that just so that we could be associated with a certain group. I don't see that shit either.
Yo, you hit the nail on the head, brother. And these are the things that I combat every day on my boxing channel. I don't know if you follow my boxing channel.
Oh, I didn't know you had one, but I know now.
I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link in the private chat. What you're talking about right now, we're in a time of crisis right now, brother, and we go through it. My main channel is my boxing channel, and when I tell you the buck dancing and cooning is at an all-time high, it's all I could do not to destroy people, bro. And I call the monkeys out on it every day. I just put it in the private chat. And
it's done so that, you know, it's almost like, and pardon me for the analogy, right? When they procreate by the transfer of information by way of DNA.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if somebody's literally quote unquote mind fucked, they literally have somebody else's DNA in their head, because they procreate that propaganda and a lack of self-interest onto their own, because they've kind of embodied that.
Right.
Quite very literally, right? They're confused, they're sick, they're broken men, quite literally. And they can't be respected as such. And so, you know, you have people who are followers who don't critically think, and then you have people who are actively doing that crap because it's a big psyop, so that, you know, it's to pull brothers in a less reasonable and sensible direction, so that they can actually do what they need to do. All this stuff is just chaos making, and that's it.
So I call it organized confusion.
Very much.
And this is what they do. Now, before I forget, Saul, do you have a direct line to Uncle D?
I can get a hold to if I really put my effort to.
All right. Because here was what I'm gonna ask you to do. I don't have like a direct line to him, but I see you over there. Like he knows you more than he knows me. I've been on his panel twice, but he knows you more than he knows me. Our brother right here, Iraq, has a very interesting story to share.
Okay.
It's very interesting, bro. And it's everything that Uncle D talks about. Bro, listen. In the words of the Godfather, bro.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Now, here's why I want to put you in direct contact with Uncle D. My platform is but so big. This brother has an interesting story to tell. I don't want him to tell it from the beginning because we'll be on here all night. But I think it'll be a good idea to get him in contact with Uncle D behind the scenes so they can talk on the phone, so he can tell him what's up. And he's willing to go on and share because he's done it here already. The issue with me is that I don't have a big enough platform, so I didn't have enough eyes on it. And he has a GoFundMe in there, and it's very, very important that he gets this story out because it's everything that we speak on. It's everything that we speak on, and I think his story can help people. And I'm trying to get him to reach a goal, and it leads up to. Oh, I got you, good brother. It leads up to. It explains the GoFundMe, but I think that he has a very important life happenings that he's gone through, and it brought him up to this very moment. And I would like for you, if you can, put him in contact with Dennis Sperling, because I'm telling you, brother, this brother gets on Dennis Sperling's live stream and shares his entire story. Mind blown. Now, he shared it here, but if he goes to Uncle D and shares it, mind blown. And we need to get this brother, we need to get that GoFundMe popping. And it's crazy because we had the brick face lady, and now we have the situation with Aaron Sloan. And in our boxing community, we had another asshole that was abusing us. We was donating to him, and he turned out to be a lying ass dick. But what he's gone through is very genuine, and we what we do in our community, we help each other. So I would love to get him in contact with Dennis Sperling, and I'm telling you, if he can get. If him and Dennis could sit down and have this brother share his story, bro, pack a lunch, and you're gonna get angry, you're gonna get sad, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? It's crazy, man. It's like, whoa, what the hell is this? It's something like, my mind was blown, bro. And the fact that this brother's here, I'm gonna be very blunt, man. The fact that this brother didn't off himself is amazing in itself. And he tried. He tried twice, yo. He been to the military, you know what I mean? And he's gotten it together. You understand? So we definitely want to get this brother. I want him to explain the GoFundMe, but I want you to put him in contact with Dennis Sperling so he can share some things with him, because I think that Dennis has a big enough platform that he can help. You know what I mean? My tiny little 1,500 subs, it could do but so much. You know what I mean? But Dennis is that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm also gonna put. I'm waiting for. I gotta call him back. Why am I having a brain fart right now? Oh, Theo. I gotta call Theo, because this brother's story is unlike anything that I've I mean, there's some shit out of a movie, bro, but it's genuine, and I would really appreciate that, man, if you can do that. Uh-oh. Rachel is texting me, and it's late.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What I'm seeing is that I would love him to get some type of therapy. Wow! Henry Garcia has spoken. More on that tomorrow. Okay. Henry Garcia just wanted, he just told, he would like to see Ryan get some therapy. Ta-da! Ta-da! There you go. There you go. Ta-da! More on that bullshit tomorrow. Unbelievable. But Salty, if you can do that, that'd be great, brother.
Yeah, I'll see what I could do. You know, he's a busy guy, so I mean, I'll see. You know, I'll see.
I mean, I know he got a lot going on. He's even I haven't, you know, inquired about it, but I know he got that lawsuit with YouTube also.
Yeah, I was about to say he's on a helmet.
Yeah, just because you haven't heard about it, I don't mean he ain't moving. I know what time it is. I mean, we're talking class action. There's a lot of people, bro. Yo, imagine getting your shit demonetized. The YouTube still owe you like $5,000 from the last month of work.
Oh hell no.
Yo, yeah, they've done that. They did
Did you want me to explain it to him?
Yeah, if you could keep it under the quick version. Yeah.
So, okay, so essentially, so how the whole GoFundMe started was I called Drew because Drew was initially going to help me with my set up my own YouTube channel because I was going to teach like IT and like open source software, computer security, stuff like that, because that's what I got my degree in. And then I was kind of hesitant to talk, and he's like, "Man, what's wrong? Like, what's going on with you?" So I told him. So about, I'd say roughly 5 to 6 months ago, give or take, a woman by the name of Ruth Zarati reached out to my mom and said, "Hey, asked my mom, hey, do you mind if I speak to Devin?" And my mom's like, "Yeah, go ahead, talk to him." So she called me and she said, "Hey, Devin, how you doing? Da 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 da. Pleasantries and whatnot." And then she says, "I'm your sister." The fuck? Fuck you mean my sister? I'm like, I got 2 sisters. And she's like, "No, Devin, I'm your real sister. I'm your biological sister." Huh? And then she proceeded to explain that the man that you're named after is legitimately your biological father. And then she started sending me pictures. And I'm like, oh shit. And then she started breaking down timelines and who was there and when they was there and so on and so forth. So essentially growing up, the man who raised me was my sister's father. And I will always give him that credit because he was always there. But the man that I was told was my biological father, I don't look like him or anybody in his family. But Drew has seen pictures of my grandfather and my father, and I just recently texted him a picture of my grandmother and my brothers. And like, if you take my grandfather's photo, my grandmother's and my father's, and put all of us together, we look just alike. And so my one sister Linda is a cancer survivor, but they think it might be coming back. So I'm trying to get to Michigan the week of July 15th so that I can finally meet him, because this will be the first time, because like I said, this will be the first time I've ever known. So that's why I'm going, because now I actually know where the fuck, pardon my language, but I know where the fuck I come from.
I see. Damn.
I'm telling you, man. And let me tell you something. Story's deeper than that, bro. That was the accelerated version.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he can only tell me so much. And you wanna, all right. I mean, I'll reach out and see. You know what I mean? I know he's been kind of. I mean, remember, that's why he kind of changed his format, man. That case been eating him alive. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's been busy. He's been very busy. I know the outcome. I know what the outcome is going to be, because YouTube itself has been acting
in bad faith with a lot of content creators, and has a lot to do with the people that they hire to oversee what we do here. You know, straight men, straight proud men, black men. You know, it's a full-edged attack, and it's like, oh, bro, man, if we as a community could just up and just take our business elsewhere, I promise you, we should do it. But there's a lot of guys making a strong 6 figures on this damn thing, and it's hard to tell them, yo, let's leave. And they're like, nah, I can't leave.
To respond to what you and Saul was saying a second ago about people cooning and selling out or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure like all of us watch wrestling as kids. The one man that said it years ago, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, everybody got a price.
True story, man.
Damn,
man, that's a true story, bro. Well, I thank y'all for sliding through, man.
It's all love. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man. I mean, why is there an attack on Aaron Sloan? Because it's profitable and it's moved by the machine.
Chaos and drama sell.
Exactly. Now, what we said about MTR, it's alleged. We're not saying that that's what it was. It's alleged. Right. I'm saying that I hope it's not that. I'm hoping he's standing on business. I saw his video in response to it. He's saying he's backing off of it. I think that's the best thing for him. I'm not talking bad about the brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just. I don't want brothers to be just losing over this.
Right.
I don't want brothers to be losing over this. Listen, you're a content creator. I want you to get on here and make millions of dollars, take care of your family. I want that for you, for real, man. But at the same time, I don't want brothers selling each other out when they don't need to be. And I don't think he's doing that. He's on that damn list, pretty high on that list too. And he loses his channel, no one could tell me, hey man, I lost my YouTube channel, so what? But if your YouTube channel was making you $500,000 a year, come on, bro. Stop it. So you have to be responsible. People saying, oh, I'm self-made, I'm my own man on this YouTube thing. At any point, YouTube, if they feel like it, they can get you. If Kevin Samuels was still around, they'd have found the way to get him by now. They'd have found the way.
Oh, and another thing, to piggyback on what you and Saul both said, how the fact that we need to help each other, look out for each other, so on and so forth. I remember when you first started this particular channel, the Paperless Podcast. I remember it was like your first or second live. You had did it was like right towards the end of it. You had said that anybody who watches this particular channel or anybody who's a member of the LDBC, if y'all want to get your own channels off the ground and so on and so forth, let you know what the deal is, and you would help people, kind of navigate it, figure out what they got to do.
Absolutely. All I want to do is I want to help you, because to be honest, man, this wasn't made for black folk. They had no idea that we was this talented, and this is a life hack. YouTube, you see lead attorney always talking about, yo man, get a YouTube channel. Yeah. This is a life hack, bro. This is a life hack. This has changed people's lives. They don't want people like Black Fight Fan and CC making millions of dollars off of this, but they can't stop it. Mm-hmm. I'm not rich off of this, but let me tell you something. I cleared up about 3 credit cards. I got some vacation money. I got some money in the bank now that wouldn't have been there if I was just working for transit. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I feel kind of good about this. So hey, listen, man. For real, man. So shout out to you, man. Make sure you put the link to your channel in the chat, bro, and you let them know how they can find you, good brother. And you got an open invite. Anytime you want to hop on a panel, man, you let me know, brother. I'll drop you a link anytime. It's that easy.
Oh, for sure. And likewise, the same way it comes with my channel. And I'm at my Chismo TV live, Sunday Night Live. Right. We do panels and stuff like that.
What time on Sundays?
Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It might be about like 11, 12 your time. You know what I mean?
a while because Sundays I do. Sundays
Yeah, I'm
at
in Arizona.
7, Sundays at 7, I do my boxing. After that, you know what I'm saying? I'm making my business slide through.
I definitely do it, like I said, because I'm in Arizona, so basically we're on the same time anyway.
Oh, yeah, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe right there.
Oh yeah, it's 12 your time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 10:18 right now over here.
Yeah.
It's 1:18. I'm about to go. I gotta get up and do this boxing talk in the morning. You know what I mean? But you know how I do. I'm gonna eat 2 scoops of ice cream before I lay down. You know, I'm cheating today. You know what I'm saying? The 6-pack is still there, but I'm cheating just tonight. Man, salute to y'all good brothers, man.
Hey, you got another subscriber, man. I just subscribed to the channel.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sunday night is when it cracks, man. That's when
I'll be there.
I'm gonna check it out.
Here's another link. That's my personal channel.
Yeah, I got 3 channels, brother. I got 3. So,
oh yeah, I got 2. Yeah, so yeah, the Machismo TV is the flagship, and then I have my own personal.
Right. I got this one. This is my second channel, and I got Drew Titan LLC. That's my boxing channel, and I got Bear Cave Entertainment. I ain't do shit on that in the last 2 months because of this Ryan Garcia shit. It just threw me off because normally I was leaving Fridays for the nerd talk, but when this Ryan Garcia thing happened, I lost my mind, man. That shit got me so mad.
Yeah, I just subscribed to both.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. I rock.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Hell yeah. So that's what you do, man.
Y'all got my stuff. Holla at me on the back end. And real quick, we have a sports segment on our channel on Sundays. So, we talk about politics, some of the female fuckery, just a variety of things, you know what I mean? If you go to the channel, you'll see it's almost like MTV for black men. Trust me, you'll love it.
Got you, brother.
All right.
Matter of fact, let me drop you I'm gonna drop you an email real quick so you can lock me in.
Okay, excellent.
I'm gonna drop you this email real quick.
All right, you too, all right.
Oh, no doubt, man, for sure. Oh, and thank you ahead of time. If you are able to make that connection, man, I really appreciate it.
No problem. I'm gonna try to do the ride. All right.
I appreciate it.
All right, y'all brothers.
All right, man. Much love,
no
man.
doubt.
All
right, family. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna talk to you during the week. All right.
All right, no doubt. It's all love.
All right, fam, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. I'll see y'all in the AM. And don't forget about Atlanta.
Zooming through the skies to infinity and beyond, no idea where I'm finna be. Can only hold out for hope of safe landings, but it's in, I'm gonna take what I'm handed. They gawking up at the sky like, it's a bird, it's a plane, oh my god, it's a being up this high, it was always the plan. At the end of the day, it's just me and my gang. It's just me and my gang. It's just me and my kid. Single syllabic sonics written about the subject. Supersonic speed, the way people get on it. Sick of infinitesimal problems, slipping through cracks in my conscience. If this beat was a prison, then I'm a convict.